Hello, welcome. This practice we're about to do invites us to tap into earth-centered energy, the earth element, and that sense of groundedness, rootedness, that kind of stability and support, and really feeling literally the earth underneath our feet and the support that can arise from that. So make your way to your mat, and we're going to start sitting. So find a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. And as you arrive, maybe you're sitting up on blocks, maybe not, maybe you're sitting on a blanket. Just get your hands and come to the top of the thigh and just spin the top of the thigh in, back and wide, really broaden across your base. And then just use your palms to just press your feet to just contact with the earth. And then just rest your hands now, and for a moment, checking in with our neck. Just going to inhale and turn your head to look over your right shoulder, and then come all the way back towards the center, and then looking over your left shoulder. See everything along the way, come back to the center, and then start to look up. Maybe you look where the ceiling meets the wall, and then all the way back down. Big breath in the back of the neck, and slowly coming up. Take the arms and reach up, take one big stretch, and then let any sound out. Welcome to your practice. Thanks for practicing with me. And we're going to start off with 3 ohms. And so inhale, raise the arms up above the head. We're going to interlace the fingers, left thumb over right, reach up tall, and together. As you inhale, slowly draw your hands towards your heart. Left hand on your chest, right hand on top. Leaving your left hand where it is. Bring your right hand to the earth. Together, inhale. Rest there for a moment. Just feeling that contact with the earth. And I invite you here now to set an intention for your practice. Maybe you're feeling into the essence of this practice, invite you into that sense of grounding and stability and security and rootedness. Or maybe it's something else. And you're going to slowly now bring your hand back on your chest. Let's take a couple breaths here, just resting in the flow of your breath. Noticing the quality of your breath in this moment. And then slowly releasing both hands out to the side. Maybe it's just the middle finger that's touching the mat. Broaden across the chest, broaden across the back. And feel your base underneath you. And from that base, inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, extend the hands back down twice more. Inhale, palms up, reach for just towards the sky. And as you exhale, spin the palms and extend down towards the earth. One more. Inhale. And as you exhale, extending the hands down towards the earth. And now we're going to lean into our left hand. Pressing into the palm, and then extend your right arm up and just feel that length from the base of your right hip, and then slowly lean over towards the left side. Just breathe, resting in the flow of your breath here. And then we're going to come all the way back up with our right hand and release it down. And leaning into your right palms now, really spreading the palms, rooting down. Inhale, lift the left arm up and find that length along the left side body. And then slowly lean over, really rooting down through the left hip. And then release all the way down. And now we're going to inhale and sweep the right hand across the body, across your space, and then start to look up underneath the right arm. And as you exhale, release that arm back down. And inhaling, using the left arm to come across now. Look up, exhaling, coming back around. And just doing a few of these. So honoring your own breath. Maybe you move a little bit slower. Maybe you move faster. Just a couple more. Swaying from one side to the next. Feeling that base underneath you, supporting you as you move the upper part of your body. Just a couple more here. And exhale. And then slowly bring both hands back, outstretch, broaden across the chest, broaden across the back. Inhale, both arms lift. Maybe the palms touch. And then you're going to slowly draw your hands towards your heart. And as you do, the forearms start to touch each other, coming right down the middle. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Just pause for a moment here as you breathe into any sensations around the back, the upper back. And then inhale, opening both arms out. Lift the chest, lift the heart. And as you exhale, you're going to start to round in slightly. Maybe bringing the forearms towards each other. Inhale, lift up from the pelvis, open. And exhale, start to curl in. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, curl in. And then as you come to neutral, extend the arms, opening out. And then releasing the hands down to the sides. And now we're going to transition to all four. So I invite you to come onto your hands and knees. And in this practice, really listen to your body before you listen to me. Find what works for you. And as we roughly line up, the shoulders above the wrist, the knees under the hips, let's start to sway the hips from side to side. And then maybe you take that sway into a gentle circle, one direction, and then the other direction. And then maybe you line up the shoulders above the wrist. Really spread the fingers wide like rays of light. Spreading and rooting down, and feel into the tops of the feet and all the contact with the mat, with the earth. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, eyes to the ceiling. And as you exhale, press into the mat and round into the back. And keep going as you inhale. Lift the chest, look up, and exhale, pressing into your base and round the back. One more like this. Inhaling. And exhaling. As you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your toes together and set your hips back towards your heels into Balasana, child's pose. As you inhale, you're going to come all the way back up, shoulders above the wrist, look up. As you exhale this time, we're going to tuck the toes and send the hips up high into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lower both knees back down, drop the belly, lift the head, eyes to the ceiling. As you exhale, draw the toes together, comes to the top of the feet and sit back. Maybe release your forehead down on the mat. Inhaling, coming back up again, look up, drop the belly. Exhaling, separate the feet, tuck the toes, and send the hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lower the knees down, look up as you lift the chest. Exhaling, tops of the feet, touch the mat, hips towards the heels. Inhaling, coming back to all fours. And separate the feet, look up. As you exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips up high, thighs back behind you, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lowering both knees down, lifting the chest, lifting the neck and head. And as you exhale, tops of the feet to the mat, come into child's pose. And we're going to pause here and just really feel a sense of the breath arriving in your back body. Breathe fully into the back of the body. And as you exhale, just release and tone the navel towards the spine. And just feel into your base here as you heavy the pelvis down. Take another couple more breaths. Really feeling that breath fully in the body. Really feeling the breath arriving in the back of the body. On your next inhale, slowly start to come back up. And we're going to separate the feet. Tuck the toes. And send the hips up high into Adho Mukha Svanasana. As you arrive this time, start to pedal the feet any amount. Lower one heel, bend one knee. And really feel, touch, sense into that kind of contact with the earth, with the mat. Maybe you lift one hand up and then release it back down. Another hand up and then release it back down. And just have a little play and a little sense into the feeling. And then we're going to slowly come to stillness. Come to a still down dog. Feeling into the length along the arms, all the way up to the hips. And then really root the sides back behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Your next inhale, you're going to extend the right leg up towards the ceiling and draw it to the midline, squeeze. And then we're going to bend that right knee and just make 3 circles round. 1, through the right hip, 2, 3. And then we're going to place that right foot on the outside of the right hand and lower the back knee down. And just pause here for a moment. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to stay here. Take another full breath in. And out. Gonna go for one more breath here. And out. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you might lower your forearms onto the mat and just draw the palms towards each other. So you might feel a stronger sensation on the inner thighs. Wherever you are, just breathe into the sensation. Maybe you rock a little bit. And then slowly come into stillness. And breathe in deeply. And exhaling fully. Your next inhale, if your forearms are on the mat, start to bring your palms onto the mat, lift the back knee off, and we're going to step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Really extend that leg away, then hug to the midline. We're going to bend that knee and circle now. That's about 2 or 3 circles round through the left hip. And then bring that left foot to the outside of the left hand, lower the back knee down. As the foot comes out, you walk the foot out just slightly, like 10 o'clock maybe. And then maybe you stay here for a moment and just breathe. Or maybe you slowly come down onto your forearms, bringing the palms together. And keep deep breaths into the body. And fully exhaling. Take one more just like this. And then if you're on your forearms, come back up onto your palms. Lift the back knee off and step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And pedal the feet again as much as you need to. And we're going to bring in a deeper bend in the knees. And like you're pouncing, just gentle little bounces. And then slowing that now. On an inhale, you're going to bring your shoulders above your wrists. And as you exhale, bend the knees and send the hips back up. Twice more. Inhaling, shoulders above the wrist. Exhaling. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bringing the shoulders above the wrist. Pausing here for a moment, breathe in. Feel all the contact with the earth, the feet, the hands. And then we're going to slowly lower the knees, then lower halfway, squeeze the elbows to the side, and then all the way down onto the belly. Extend the toes away from you. Inhaling now, lifting the chest, the neck, the head, and as you exhale, releasing back down. Twice more. Inhale, lifting chest, neck, head. Exhaling, releasing down. One more time. Inhale, lifting the chest, head. Exhale, releasing down. Tucking the toes. Journey through the knees. Back to downward facing dog. And inhaling, we're going to lift our right leg up. And we're going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And also the left foot to the outside of the right hand. So we're going into Malasana, into a squat. And so maybe you might have something under the heels, maybe not. Find what works for you. And slowly bringing the palms together. The elbows are on the inside of the knees. And maybe you create a little resistance there. And maybe you pulse a bit. And wherever you are, just bring your thumbs right between your eyebrows. Remind yourself of your intention for this practice. And just kind of breathe. Feel into your breath in this moment. Feel a softness in your entire body and a weightiness. And then we're going to slowly extend the arms out in front of you and press into your feet and come all the way up to standing. Give everything a little bit of a shake as you arrive in standing. And then make your way to the very top of the mat. Outer edges of the feet parallel, arms down by the side. Inhale, both arms reach up. And as you exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, dive forward, release down. Inhale, bring your hands to your shin and come to a flat back. Look ahead, crown of the head reaches. As you exhale, folding. Pressing into all four corners of your feet. Circle the arms to come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So we'll do this two more times. I'll face you. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, reach out long, dive forward. Then bring your hands to your shin and look ahead. Exhaling, folding. Pressing, rooting into the feet. Circle the arms to come all the way up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. One more time. And inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, reach out long. Release the head and the neck all the way down. As you inhale, draw your ears away from your shoulders. Exhale, folding. Rooting through the feet, circle the arms to come up. Look up and exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bring the hands to the side and separate your feet so they're about hip width apart roughly. And just lift all 10 toes and spread them apart. Feel into space between the toes. Maybe imagine there's like a marble between the toes and then root back down. And now feel under the mound of the big toe, the inner heel, mound of the little toe, outer heel, just four corners. And get that sense of really pressing down into the earth. You could bend your knees slightly and just feel down into the earth. Literally feel like you've got roots past the yoga mat, past the floorboards, past everything, clay, stone. Really feel that rootedness. And lift up from the pelvis now. Lift the shoulders up, slide them down the back. Inhale, both arms reach up. And as you exhale, we're going to grasp the right wrist and lean over to the left side. Inhale to come back up and switch. Grasping the left wrist, lean over to the right side. Inhale to come back up, and once more either side. Over to the right. Come back up. Over the other side. And come back up. Now extend both arms up, reach up. Inhale and really feel that stretch all the way up and out your fingertips. And as you exhale, we're going to reach out long, bend the knees, and sweep the hands back behind us. Inhaling, press into all four corners of the feet. Come all the way back up, straighten the legs. And exhaling, bend the knees, whoosh, back behind you. One more. Inhaling, come all the way back up. And exhaling, whoosh. Inhaling, come all the way back up. And then gather the palms together. Slowly draw the arms down. And as you do, maybe the forearms start to come closer towards each other. Pause here for a moment. And full breath into any sensation around the top of the back. And exhale. Breathe in. And out. Take one more like this. Inhale in. And as you exhale in, slowly open the arms and release down, giving them a little bit of a shake here. And from here, still keeping your feet about shoulder width apart, turning the palms over. Inhale, bringing both arms up. And exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. And so we're going to flow through two sun salutations. Just follow me. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, dive forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your shin, look up. Exhale, plant the hands and step the left foot back, knee down. Feel your feet underneath you as you lift up. Exhale, release both hands down, lift the back knee off and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing the shoulders above the wrists into plank, and then lowering the knees and the chest and the chin. Slide onto your belly as you inhale, extend the toes, lift and exhale. Forward, back to mat, tuck the toes, send the hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. And we're going to step that left leg between the hands, lowering the back knee down. Heavy the pelvis, come all the way up. And exhale, release the hands back to frame that front foot, lift the back knee off, and step forward. Inhale, look ahead. Exhale, fold in. Press into the feet, root down, and slowly start to rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. One more like this. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, dive forward, reach out long. Inhale, look ahead. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, then step the right foot back, knee down. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, release down, lift the back knee off and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale as you draw your shoulders right above your wrists and lower your knees and chest and chin. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, slide onto the belly, extend the toes. Inhale here and exhale down. Tuck the toes and send the thighs back behind you, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high and step that right leg through, lower the left knee down. Heavy the pelvis, root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, both hands down, lift the back knee off and push forward. Lower the head and the neck. Inhale to look ahead. Exhale to fold in. Rooting through the feet, circle the arms, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And just take one full breath in here. And breath out. And then slowly lower both hands down into Tadasana. I'll turn to face you. So into Tadasana, just release the hands to the side. And I want you to rock up onto the balls of your feet and then come back down and rock to your heels. And so inhale, coming up. And exhale, come to the flat foot and then back. So I'll turn sideways. Inhale onto the balls of your feet. Then exhale back down onto your heels. Coming back up. One more like this. And onto your heels. And then over to the side. Almost like the edges, like the inner edges and the outer edges. And then release all that down. And just facing you for this one. Inhale, arms by the side. As you exhale, start to sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Send the hips back. Knees almost in line with the heels maybe. And just breathe here. Maybe you bounce for a bit. Maybe you lower the arms, shoulder height. Or maybe you leave them up. Now the full breath here. Come into stillness now. Inhaling. Exhaling. And feel that strength and that power in your legs. Breathe in that stableness, that solidity. Breathe out. Inhaling. As you exhale, toning the navel towards the spine. One more here. And then slowly straightening the legs. And we're going to do that again. And inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, starting to lower. Inhale, maybe the arms stay where they are, or maybe you lower them to shoulder height. Take another full breath in. And out. And now we're going to interlace the hands and press the heel of the hands away from you. And then slowly start to bring your ears right in line with your bicep and send your hips back behind you. At the same time, you're reaching out through your palms, through the crown of the head. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Take another full breath in. Feel into that length from the hips to the crown of the head. And out. Last time here. And as you breathe out, slowly start to come all the way back up. Release the hands. And you know what to do. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. And come to the very top of your mat. Inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up. And we're going to bring the right hand to the right knee. Flex the right foot. And as you exhale, you're going to start to open out through the hip. Inhale, drawing that right foot back in. Exhale, opening out through the hip. Noticing the stableness of your left foot. Inhale here. And exhale, opening out. One more. Inhale to come back through the center. And this time, leave the foot exactly where it is and then bring your hands onto your hips. Full breath in. Notice what's stable. Notice what's still. Notice the support underneath your left foot. And then we're going to extend both arms up, reach up long. And then bend that right foot. And maybe you can start to send that right foot back behind you. You can bend both knees. And just finding the floor back behind you. Come onto the ball of the back foot. And then slowly start to lift up. Breathe in here. Reach up. Breathe out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathe in, reach up and out through the fingertip. Lift the sides of the waist up. Exhale. Tone the navel. Breathe in. And out. And now maybe the palms come together. Maybe not. Start to slowly draw your hands down towards your heart. Maybe the forearms touch. Maybe not. Take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, start to open up, lifting the chest just a bit. Broadness across the top of the shoulders. And as you exhale, drawing. Just one more like this. Inhaling, opening, really keeping really steady, really squeezing the legs towards each other. And exhale. And now we're going to extend the arms all the way up, back by the ears. Bring a bend into that back foot. Reach up and out long. And maybe you either bring that back foot in little by little, or maybe you can lift that right foot back off the mat, extend it up. Bring the hands back to the hips. Maybe extend that right leg away from you. And then release down. And just notice how it feels, one side of the body to the other side of the body. Let's do the other side. And so I'll stay where I am. Bring a bend into the left foot and then lift that left knee up. Bring your left hand to your left knee. And just take a moment to root and be still. And inhaling. Maybe you open that left foot out any amount, just working through the hips. Exhaling, bringing that left foot back. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Just one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And now bring the left hand to the hip. Keep the foot where it is. And extend both arms up. Breathe in. And out. Tone the navel. Breathe in. And out. Release the shoulders down. One more here. And then as you breathe out this time, bring a bend into the knees. And then start to send your left foot back behind you. And maybe you can find a soft landing for the ball of that left foot, yay. And then lift up. Inhaling, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhaling, heavy the pelvis slightly. Squeeze the legs towards each other, squeeze to the midline. And maybe you bring your palms together and slowly draw the hands down. Maybe the forearms touch. Maybe not. Find what works for you in this moment. Breathe into any sensations around the top of the shoulders, the upper back. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, we're going to open out. Maybe you take it into a slight back bend. Inhaling, drawing the forearms together. Breathe in. Exhaling, opening out. One more like this. Inhale. Keeping really steady on the legs. Exhale. Inhale. Extending both arms up now. Bring in a bend into the back foot. Reaching up. Pressing down into the feet. Maybe stepping that left foot in. Or maybe just bringing that entire left foot all the way up. Bring the hands to the hip. Extend your left foot away from you. Bring it back in. And then release down. And taking the palms or maybe a soft fist. Starting with the right leg. Just gently start to tap either side of the right foot on the thighs. Down the sides, all the way down. And coming back up. Around the belly, around the back. And over to the other side. Tapping down the left side, all the way down. Coming back up. And around. And giving everything a shake. And so we're going to go into a little balancing now. Pressing your feet down, bringing the weight into your left foot, come to your right big toes and turn the toes out. And just take a moment to root into the four corners of your left foot to really straighten out of your hip so you're not hanging out in your hip. Bring your hands to your waist. Maybe you slide that right foot onto your shin or maybe you bring it up towards your thighs. So find what feels good, what's in your practice. Find your edge. So if this is really easy down here, bring it here. If it's too easy there, bring it here. And just notice what you notice. You're going to bring the palms together. And really feel that rootedness, your base, the earth underneath your feet. And on an inhale, we're going to start to extend both arms up. And open the arms wide. And then slowly extend out from the shoulders. And without looking, I invite you to come into Prithvi Mudra, Earth Mudra, where we draw the ring finger, which represents the element of earth, towards the thumb. Extend out through the other three fingers. And breathe. Just a couple more breaths here. And the inhale, feel that sense of rising up, exhale, rooting. And then we're going to slowly circle the arms round, drawing your left foot around the front. You're just going to send it back for a bit and then release down. Prepare for the other side. Notice the legs, how they're feeling. And so weight into the right foot, come to the left big toes. And from here, again, bring in your left foot where it serves you well, right at your edge. Grounding into really feeling the four corners of your right foot, mound of the big toe, inner heel, mound of the little toe, outer heel. And then bringing the palms together. Take a full breath in here. And when you're ready, find your drishti, your focus, and then start to raise your arms up above your head, fully opening out. The arms extend and then slowly lower in about shoulder height. And we'll do the same mudra here, Prithvi mudra, just connecting to the element of earth through the fingers, extending out through the 3 other fingers, breathing and out. Inhaling, exhaling. And then slowly circling the arms back round. Bringing now your foot back to the front, extending it out through the back just for a bit, and then releasing down. Giving everything a bit of a shake, and be at the very front of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees, dive forward, reach out long. Inhale to look up, eyes gaze forward. As you exhale, fold in. Press into the feet and circle the arms to come all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands to your hips now. Bring a bend into the right foot and step the right foot back, heel down. Extend your right arm in front of you, energetically drawing the right hip forward. Lunge into your left knee. Extending now the left arm, so both arms forward. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, toning the navel towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Really pressing into that back foot, the outer edge of that back foot. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bringing both arms up. Making space around the neck and shoulders. Maybe the arms stay apart, or maybe you bring the palms together. Look ahead, square the hips forward. Feeling that real stability down through the legs. And then lifting up from the pelvis. Breathe in. And now take another full breath here. And as you exhale, begin to circle the right arm back towards the back leg, left arm in front, and just adjust the heel of your right foot. So we open out into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And just check your alignment. Maybe it's heel arch. Extend out through the fingers, and then bring your drishti over your front hand. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and turn the palms to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the shoulders up and release down. Lifting now that left arm forward, reach all the way up into a reverse warrior. Breathe in here, keeping strong in the legs, really anchoring down through your feet. Breathe out. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to slowly bring the top arm down, bottom arm up, and allow that left forearm to rest on the thigh. Bring your right hand on your hip. Maybe lift the head of the arm bone back and extend the arm either up or maybe it's over the ears. Some of you might bring your left hand on the outside of your left leg. Find what feels good now. Take another full breath in. And then slowly top arm down or bottom arm up. Inhale, we're going to straighten the left leg. Look up. Exhale, rebend and turn the head. Inhale. And exhale. And now just straightening that front leg, pivoting on that left foot, bringing the left arm on top. Reach as if you're reaching for your shoulder blades for a minute, and then we're going to open out towards the right side, lunging into the right knee. So we're opening out into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And for that, heel arch alignment. Maybe the back toes turning slightly. Breathe in here. And out. Inhale, coming back through the middle, pivoting on the right heel. Exhale out into the left side. And now we're going to pivot on that back foot once more. Spiral the arms all the way down. Breathing in, feeling into that length. And as you breathe out, push forward and lower the head. Press into the feet, circle the arms, come up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands to your hip, and we're on to the next side. Step in now, that left foot back, lowering the heel down, lunging into the right knee, extending that left arm forward, draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale here. As you exhale, tone the navel to the spine. Breathe in, pressing into that back foot. Breathe out. Inhaling, bringing both arms up. Release the shoulders down the back. Maybe you keep the arms open, or maybe you bring the palms towards each other. And just breathe again here. In, fully into the body. And out. Another couple of breaths here. Feeling into that steadiness underneath your feet. And out. And then we're going to slowly bring the arms down and spiral that left hand open. So we're opening out into Virabhadrasana 2. And I am going to turn to the other side so that I can see you and you can see me from the front. And inhale, lift the shoulders up, turn the palms up. Exhale, lift the shoulders, turn the palms down. Inhaling, start to straighten that front leg, bring both arms up, look up. And exhale to rebend your leg. Inhale, straighten, keeping that back foot steady and grounded. Exhale to rebend. Once more. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to rebend. And now we're going to start to straighten that front leg, sweep your right arm round, pivot on your right heel, and reach as if you're reaching for your shoulder blades, and then opening out to the other side. One full breath in, and out. Inhale, straightening that leg, bringing the left arm over, reach for your shoulder blades, and opening back out into your warrior two. And now we're going to spiral the hands down to frame your right foot. Pivot on your back foot. Come to the ball of the feet and look up. Breathe in here. And out. And then we're going to slowly lower that back heel. Bring both hands on the inside. Pivot through the right foot and just gently walk around towards the middle. So we're in a wide-legged fold. Inhale to look up. And exhale. Maybe you ground your hands, or maybe they're on blocks. Breathe in. Really pressing into the corners of the feet, even weight for now. Exhale. And now maybe you reach for, as you look up, reach for your big toe. Maybe your peace fingers come around your big toe. And as you exhale, start to bend the elbows and lower the torso down. Breathe in and out. And as you hear, maybe you lift that right shoulder blade up. Maybe you lift that left. Just do a little bit of shoulder flossing and come to stillness. Inhale to look up. And as you exhale, release the bind from the toes and turn your right foot out slightly. Bring a bend into that right knee. And then maybe you grasp either elbows and just gently start to sway from the right side. You know, the figure eight or the infinity sign to the left, making a bend in the left knee. And just gently just swaying from side to side. Using the elbows to trace that kind of infinity sign or a figure eight on its side. Really pressing into the feet. Loving your legs in this moment. And then we're going to bring that to stillness right into the center. Press down. Walk the feet in slightly. Bring the hands onto the thighs or the shin. And with a long spine, come all the way up. Heel toe the feet in. And come to standing. Make your way to the top of your mat. Circle the arms. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, dive forward, reach up long, head lowers. Inhale to look up, eyes gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, step the left foot back into plank. Pause for a moment and then lower the knees and the chest and the chin. And we just here for a full breath in and out. Inhaling. As you exhale, slide onto your belly, extend your legs away from you, lift the chest, lift, and release down. And so we're going to go into Shalambhasana. So we're going to bring our arms by our side, perhaps, or maybe we interlace our hands. And before we do lift up fully, just bring your hands along the side. Just lift the right foot off, extend out from the pelvis, and then place it down. Lift the left foot up, extend out from the pelvis, place it down. Bring your hands either on the mat or maybe you interlace your hands. Inhaling now, we're going to lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the chest, the neck, the head, and the feet. And breathe. Feeling that contact with the ground through your abdomen. Take another full breath in here. And out. Keep going, one more here. And then slowly release everything down. Walk the fingers up by the shoulders and then slowly walk the elbows right under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Forearms on the mat, and then feel that sense of like you're drawing your chest through your upper arms. Keep extending out through the legs. Breathe in and out. Inhaling, just keep the breath going steadily and evenly. And on your next inhale, slowly start to lower. And we're going to press our palms in, tuck the toes, come up to all fours, and then slowly walk the hands all the way back towards the knees, bringing the heels, the hips onto the heels. So my toes are tucked, maybe yours are tucked, or maybe you come to the tops of the feet. So find what works for you in this position. Pause for a moment, just rest in the thighs, the hands on the thighs. Relax down through the shoulders. Inhale, circling the arms up. As you exhale, draw the hands towards your heart, but also the forearms, maybe they touch each other. Breathe in here and out. Just one more breath. And then we're going to slowly open up and release. And then bring the hands back onto the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Separate the feet, the knees. And go all the way up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg lifts high. And as you exhale, bend that knee and step that right leg between the hand. Breathe in here. And out. And then we're going to bring your hands onto your right thigh. Pause for a moment. Find steadiness, find rootedness. And then bring the hands to the side. And on your next inhale, extend the arms up. Maybe that back foot steps in a bit, or maybe you can lift that back foot all the way up. And then this time we're going to bring that left knee across the right, and maybe we wrap that left foot around the right. Keep the breath going. Notice the steadiness underneath your right foot. Maybe you bring the palms towards each other, and then slowly start to lower the hands towards the heart and the forearms towards each other. Breathe in. Notice it gets easier each time, the lightness across the top of the shoulders, maybe. And lift the elbows up slightly. One more full breath in. And then as you unwind the leg, just send that left leg out to the side. And then release the foot back down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, dive forward, reach down. Inhale to look up. As you exhale, you're going to step the right foot back, the left foot back into a plank position, lowering the knees, squeezing the elbows to the side, and then lowering all the way down on the belly, extending the toes away from you. And inhaling now, we're going to extend both arms in front of us, any amount. And lifting the feet, the chest, the head, the neck, reach out long. And release the hands just by the shoulders, tuck the toes, and go back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Squeeze to the midline, and then step that left leg between the hands. Look up, feel into the length of the body from the crown of the head to the heel. And then maybe bring both hands on top of the left thigh. Pause for a moment as you steady your legs, squeeze together. Inhale, extending both arms up. And maybe you step that back foot in a bit. Maybe you bring a bend into the leg. Or maybe you lift that right leg all the way up. And then bring it across the left and wrap it around. Bringing both palms together. Keep the breath going steady and easily. Slowly draw your hands towards your heart. Bringing the forearms together, the elbows together. Full breath in the body. And out. Another full breath in here. And out. And then we're going to slowly start to unwind, extending the arms out to the side, unwrapping that leg, extending it out, and releasing that. Stepping the feet wide, turning the toes out slightly. Inhale, circle the arms up. And as you exhale, draw your hands and your forearms together, bend the knees, and we're going back down into a squat. Bring the elbows on the inside of the knees, squeeze the knees in towards the elbows, and place your forehead right onto both thumbs. Pause here for a moment. And just breathe. Breathe into your intention. Breathe into your feet. Take a moment just to give thanks for what's stable in your life in this time. What gives you security and what makes you feel rooted and grounded. And you're going to slowly extend our arms ahead. Maybe bring the right arm back behind you and the left, and take a seat. And as we arrive in our seat, we're going to extend both legs out. And from here, bring the hands along the side of the body, press into the palms, and extend up and out the crown of the head. And just breathe in here into the body. Keep going. Your next inhale, releasing that wrist, extending the arms all the way up, and we're going to twist to the right side, bringing the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, feeling into that length, and as you exhale, maybe you slowly turn your neck and head any amount. Inhale, both arms reach up, and as you exhale, twist to the other side, the right hand on the outside of the left thigh. And again, find that length, and then maybe a gentle twist from the inside, and maybe turning the neck and the head. Inhale, both arms reach up. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly start to lower any amount and come all the way down onto your back. As you arrive on your back, bend your knees and draw your heels as close as you can towards your bottom. Press your palms onto the mat, and then feel the contact of the ground underneath you, underneath your feet, underneath your palms, your arms, the space between your two shoulders and your two hips. Take a full breath in and really just release that breath out and down into the earth. And then as you inhale and then exhale. And now pressing into the feet and the palms, start to peel your hips up and your lower back and your middle back and your upper back. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you start to walk your hands underneath you, interlace the fingers, lift a finger down, keep walking the shoulder blades in towards each other, press into the feet and breathe. Just take a couple more breaths here. Keep the head and neck steady. And then on your next exhale, start to unbind the fingers, slowly lower from the sternum all the way down towards the hips. Allow the knees to fall in for a moment and walk the feet to the edges of the mat. Inhale, both arms come up, and then lower both knees to the left side. Just let them fall organically. And as you exhale, hands down, knees center. Inhale, both arms come up, extend, knees fall to the right. Let them fall naturally. And exhale, both hands come down. Walk the feet underneath the knees. And we're going to draw the right knee into the chest and the left knee into the chest. And just do a gentle rock from side to side. As you come to stillness, draw your hands along the outside of the legs and reach for the outside edge of both feet into happy baby pose. Really drawing the knees down towards the armpits and maybe rocking again from side to side. And leaving the right hand in contact with the right foot. We're going to extend the left foot away from us and the left arm out to the side. Kind of a half happy baby. And then maybe just have a play round, circling around through that left foot. Listen to your body as you do this, and then we're going to swap, holding on to the outer edge of the left foot with the left hand, drawing the knee down towards the armpit. Release the right hand and the right foot, and maybe you kind of have a little play, a little circle around with that leg. And then drawing it in. And then rocking, do what happy babies do. Maybe you extend the leg, maybe you draw it in. And you're going to slowly bring that to stillness. And then drawing the knees together. Hug the knees in towards you. Maybe you lift your nose towards your knees, breathe in fully. And exhale, back of the head on the mat. And now extending both arms out to the side. And lowering both knees, both feet down. Bringing one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Inhaling now, we're going to lift the right foot off the mat. And place the right ankle above the left knee. And then we're going to thread both hands through to the left thigh, lifting that left foot off the mat as well. Maybe the right hand comes through to the top of the left knee and the left hand also. And just breathe. Gently kind of pushing that right knee away from you. Maybe you start to extend that left foot and press the thigh into the palms. And then we're going to rebend and release. Place your right foot down and prepare for the other side. Inhaling, lifting that left foot off, place it above the right knee. And then lifting the right foot off, maybe threading both hands through. Or maybe one hand on the knee and the other hand on the knee. Find what works for you. Keep energetically stretching that left knee away from the chest. Maybe you extend the right foot up above the ceiling, bringing both palms behind the right thigh. And press the thigh into the hand. Slowly rebend that right foot. Release the hands and lower the right foot and the left. Inhale, both legs come back in towards the chest, and we're going to hug the knees back in towards us, lifting the nose towards the knee. And breathe. Release the back of the head on the mat. Extend both feet away from you. Separate the feet as wide as the mat. Extend both arms away from you. And as you breathe here, feel the expanse of you, your limbs. Feel that contact with the mat, with the earth. And allow yourself to just feel into that support. Relax, release, surrender your entire body to the ground now. Bring your hands along the side of the body and prepare for Shavasana. So do what you need to do to feel as comfortable as you can. Separate both feet. You can always take a longer Shavasana. We'll be here for just a minute or two. Start to let go of the feet. Let the toes flop to the sides. Let go of the legs. Soften the belly, the abdomen. Let go of the arms. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Maybe turn your head from right to left, left to right. And then come find center. Feel the back of the skull on the earth. Soften the jaw, the eyes, the ears, that space between your eyebrows. Close your eyes and just settle deep behind the eyes, into that fullness behind the eyes. Big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And allow the earth to support you for the next couple of minutes. come back to your breath. Slowly start to bring movements into the fingers, the toes, the wrists, the ankles, the arms, the legs. Slowly bring both arms up above your head and enjoy a long stretch, reaching out through the fingers, perhaps pointing the toes, flexing the toes. And then bend one knee, followed by the other. And slowly roll over to your right side. Pause here for a moment. Just reflecting on your intention for this practice. And when you're ready, use your left hand for support as you come up to sitting. And as you sit, find upright, feeling a heaviness in the base underneath you, almost like you're a seated mountain. Imagine you're like the base of a mountain. Just feel that heaviness down through the pelvis, the legs. Feel that groundedness, that stability. And then lift up out of the pelvis, long spine. Bring the palms together. We'll finish this practice with 3 Oms. Exhale fully. Inhale. Om. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your practice with me. Blessed be.